Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be doing something completely different from my keyboard videos. We'll be still featuring keyboards, but we'll be reviewing a new microphone from FiFine. So stay tuned after the intro. Alright, so inside this box we are greeted with the FiFine. I first thought it was called FiFine, but actually I got told it's called FiFine. So there we go, that's the first thing out of the way. So I would say, let's get started. And here we have it. So I would say, let's get started with a first unboxing and let's set up this microphone. And here we have it, the FiFine microphone. This one is supposed to be a studio quality microphone. So let's take a look inside the box, see what we get. So already what we can see here on the back, features are it has a mute button, headphone volume, microphone gain, and you can switch the pickup pattern, which is actually pretty nice considering this microphone has 4 different pickup patterns and a large diaphragm microphone capsule. So this should be like a proper studio condenser microphone. Let's get started with the unboxing. Oh wow, that is very cool. Would you look at that? We've got some red going on here, designed and engineered by FiFine, which is very cool. First thing we have here is like a little tag. We've got here a user's guide and yeah, just a manual how to set it up. We'll be going through that shortly, but this is very cool. This is very detailed already, so that's very nice for them to include. And going in further into the box, I expect we get the microphone. Yep, here we go. So actually very well packaged and padded, so during shipping nothing can happen. And yeah, let's go ahead and take out the microphone. All right, it already comes pre-assembled, which is pretty cool. So here we do have the microphone itself. It comes with its own stand, which is pretty awesome. And the next thing that I can see here inside of the foam, a little bit hard to get out, adapter. So if you would want to use a microphone with a boom arm, for example, you can easily attach it to a boom arm, which is pretty cool of them to include this. Going in deeper to the box, we can find this very long box. So let's go ahead and check out what's inside here. And I think, yeah, looking at that looks pretty empty. So I would say let's take a look and get set up with this new microphone. So inside this, we get a very nice USB cable. They even have their own cable management Velcro strap, which is pretty awesome, and this feels like a pretty high quality cable, which is also very nice, always good to see. And I would say, without further ado, let's take a quick look at the microphone, at its features on the front. We have here a microphone gain control, which is always really great to have right at the beginning, especially because you can just easily control your audio. Also, what we find here is the pattern selector, so you can choose between the 4 different pickup patterns this microphone has, and those patterns would also be, which is very awesome, described here inside of the manual. The first pattern would be the stereo pattern, which is using both the left and right channels to record audio. The second pattern is the omnidirectional pattern, which is best if you want to pick up everything as if it's in a room. Then we have the Cardioid pattern, which is probably the pattern that most people will be interested in using, which I will also be testing out the most. It's pretty much for picking up podcasts and game streaming, so that's if you're talking directly into the microphone. And then we have the last pickup pattern, which is the bi-directional pattern, which is a pattern that can record from both sides. So you can imagine it's basically, like this illustration says, perfect if you want to record an interview with 2 people on each other's side. So I really like this manual. It's very simple and it's got all the description you need. These illustrations are pretty well done too, which is pretty awesome to see. So that's very nice. Then on the back of the microphone, what we've got here is the mute switch. So you can toggle if you want to have it muted or not muted. We've also got the headphone volume slider here. So on the bottom of the microphone, the USB port, we've got the microphone adapter, so you can mount this to a boom arm, and also the headphone output, so you can monitor yourself. Alright, and welcome to my desktop. So I've got Audacity open up here, and it already connected to the FiFine microphone. So I didn't even have to select anything, and it's already detected by Windows, which is pretty cool. The only thing that I would want to do is go to the sound settings panel and check out here what the microphone is saying. So we already have here the microphone chosen, which is perfect. And we can also see the volume is coming in. So I would say let's do some quick audio tests and see how this performs. Alright, so now I'm starting to record with the FiFine, and as you can see the audio is quite quiet. So what this microphone actually has on the back of it is the gain slider. So as I increase the volume on the back there, you can already see my audio signal is much louder and much clearer. And right now what I am doing is I have the microphone directly on my desk here in front of me, and I'm talking into it like normal. And this is basically how it would sound if you just set up this microphone in front of yourself and do not do any tweaks, any processing to the audio. Another cool thing is this microphone mute switch here on the front. So what you can do here is quickly toggle your mute status. So if somebody comes into your room while you're streaming, you can quickly hit this button and it should, which turns red when it's muted and it turns green when it's unmuted, which is pretty cool. So for the next test, what I wanted to try out is how is it while you're gaming. So I will just start smashing some keys on my keyboard. So let me just open up Notepad. And yeah, I'll be writing on the K690, which you all know, and I made a video about recently upgrading the keycaps. So I'm just right now hitting some keys and talking over to see how the Cardioid pickup pattern picks up the sound in the background. So this would be with the microphone directly placed in front of my keyboard with me talking directly into it. Let's do some mouse clicks so you can imagine how that would sound. And now what would be very interesting is to switch through the different pickup patterns. So let's do a little keyboard audio test and see how the pickup patterns can help with doing a sound test, for example. I am switching right now into the omnidirectional pickup pattern, and with this what I should be able to do is just place the microphone above my keyboard, and for my use case this should be perfect because I can record now a clean audio of the typing test. So I will just fire up typing test and let's give this a go. So as it would sound, I would definitely need to improve my typing while I have a keyboard in front of me. And I need to fix the spacebar a little bit. But other than that, the recording, I will listen to it now and give you my thoughts. And this would be basically a test of how all of that sounds. So with the pickup pattern changed back to the Cardioid pattern, it should be only picking up my audio. Alright, so I've just finished listening to the audio that the microphone recorded, and wow, I am really impressed. Like, I am impressed how clear my voice sounds, and the thing that's going on, there is no signal processing going, so I have not boosted anything, I've not changed any settings, I haven't applied an equalizer, and the volume just sounds so clear and crisp. I'm absolutely loving it. And this is actually considering the microphone is just standing in front of me on my desk, so I don't even have it mounted on a boom arm, I'm not speaking directly in front of it, and it is still able to capture a rich and nice audio signal of my voice. Off the keyboard, it manages to block out the audio of the keyboard if I have it set to the Cardioid pickup pattern, but once I switch it to the omnidirectional, once I switch it to the bi-directional, to the omnidirectional, it picks up the keyboard audio just perfectly fine. And yeah, I am really impressed by the little package and just how well this microphone actually performs. I definitely think adding a boom arm to your setup is a really good upgrade, because you'll be able to put the microphone much closer to your mouth, and that, so now I'm clipping a bit, so I can easily adjust the volume here, and as soon as I bring the microphone, of course, to my mouth, it will pick up a much more rich audio signal. But speaking at a normal distance from my desk, I am really impressed with how clear and nice this microphone sounds. Alright, and there you have it guys, so this would be the FiFine K690. And I would want to say a huge thanks to FiFine for sending out this microphone for review. Let me just toggle between my Rode Wireless Go and the FiFine so you can compare the audio quality and make your mind up which one you prefer and which one you actually like most. So I am really impressed with how clear and nice this microphone sounds. Right now I'm just holding it in front of me, I'm talking into it at around about this much of a distance, and yeah, I am really impressed how easy the setup was, that it includes everything in the box that you need to get started, and you do not even need a boom arm to use it. So a huge thanks for watching, and if you did like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up below, write a comment, and let me know what do you think of the audio quality of the FiFine K690. See you in the next one, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.